the Going Grey series is a bit of a fun series for me, to be honest with you, and it'll feature new releases, or relatively new releases, on CD and also vinyl. That's 12-inch LPs and also 7-inch singles. The reason I'm hesitating a little bit is because the content of all of this material, well, questions might be asked on the veracity of the sources. Put it that way. So some of the companies involved here will take advantage of copyright loopholes to place FM radio broadcasts onto physical media. Or the content might be a little bit, not sure, okay? But I'm not here to judge, fortunately. All I'm here to do is to let you know these things exist, okay? That's all I'm here to do. You're the one who's going to have to find where to buy these things. And I trust your Sherlock Holmes superhero abilities to do just that. Or talk to your local record store. He, she might be able to help you. Now I'm going to theme each of my forthcoming Grey series. This one is a David Bowie special. I think you can safely say this is part one. I think there'll be more. So don't worry if I don't show you your favourite, or if you're expecting information on a particular disc. There may be more to come, okay? I've got 3 7-inch singles here for you in this David Bowie part 1. This is the first one. I keep waving it to you. You can see it, can't you? As you can see, the first one is it's a picture disc. I would say it's about 200 gram thickness, and this is the other side. Yes, this is side A. Very nice. Okay, and let's go around the other side and go to side B. Well, you can see there's a barcode there. Okay, so what do we have? Well, I'll read the disc. It's got the information on the disc. And it says, on side A, that's this side, That's a Promise. That's 2 minutes and 19 length. Gives a little bit of information. In brackets, it says, Oak, O-A-K, Oak Acetate Demo, recorded October 1965 with the lower third. Now, I know a little bit about David Bowie. I know far less than the heavyweight, super geeky experts out there. So maybe any of those watching this, maybe you can help. And I'd like some assistance in the comments, if that's possible, please. October 1965. He had a backing band called the Lower Third. I'm pretty sure that's correct. But again, you can confirm, please. I wondered whether That's a Promise was recorded with a later backing band called The Buzz. Is that true or is that wrong? I don't know. You tell me. So, Bowie fans, if you can tell me. It's probably right. I think 1965 would have been the Lower Third. But did they record That's a Promise, or was that The Buzz? As I say, for people who are not too familiar, The Buzz and Lower Third were both backing bands, very, very short-lived backing bands for David Bowie in that period. So that's that one. The other side, excuse me, this one here, is Over the Wall We Go, which is 2 minutes 45 seconds on this particular disc. And the information underneath says it's an EMI disc acetate demo, recorded December 1966. Now that would have been with The Buzz. It doesn't say here, but I'm pretty sure it would have been with The Buzz as a backing band. I think a bit of a novelty song was that one. I also think it was written for an actor-singer, or singer, later actor-singer, called Paul Nicholas. Paul Nicholas was he became very famous, well, in England anyway, in Britain. He was all over sitcoms, appeared in films. I remember seeing him in a Neil Diamond film, The Jazz Singer, a remake of the original. And so he had a pretty active career. But he recorded Over the Wall We Go as Oscar, I think. And I think Oscar was Paul Nicholas's middle name. He then reissued the song on RSO as either someone. And again, maybe Bowie fans can tell me more about this. Because I can't remember what his surname was, either somebody or other. It was a nom de plume anyway. Still Paul Nicholas. A 1970 reissue on RSO, I think it was. Another 7-inch. So the song itself was really sort of owned at that time by Paul Nicholas in terms of its performance familiarity. Anyway, so that's that. And we've got a second one here. This one is from a label called... Oh, sorry, I didn't tell you. The original one I just told you, the 7 we've just looked at, is by a company called Reel to Reel. This one is one of those releases which have been drawn from a radio broadcast in Japan in 1978. So what we've got here, I will again take this to the camera. So there's the front. Okay, the Japanese writing there. All right. Any Japanese viewers, can you tell me, what does that say? Can you let me know what that says, please? Okay. And on the other side, I mean, I suppose that just says David Bowie, but who knows? Anyway, on the other side, here we go, the man himself doing his thing. Should we bring it a bit closer? Is that going to go? Is that actually in focus? Not sure. Anyway, so there you go. On the inside, in a white sleeve, red vinyl. Very nice. Okay, so let's put that back. And if I read up the rear here, we have 4 tracks. So it is a kosher LP, EP. Side 1, we've got Star. And we have Hang On To Yourself as the second track on the first side. On the flip, we have Ziggy Stardust and Suffragette City. Let me just read. I don't need the glasses for reading close, so please excuse me. But both of those were recorded at, I'll just read this, the NHK Hall in Tokyo, 12th of December 1978. And they feature, and I never know how to pronounce this guy's surname. Played with King Crimson, Adrian Bello. Is it Adrian? Is it Bello? Bello? I think it's Bello. Talking Heads, King Crimson. He's been everywhere. Solo artist, great guy. Carlos Alomar, he was there. George Murray on bass guitar. Dennis Davis, drums, percussion. All this is on the back here. Roger Powell, keyboards, synths. Sean Mays, piano. Simon House, electric violin. What else can I tell you about this? Not a great deal, but it's not long been out, and it's definitely a radio broadcast. And there it is. It's the Cher Show EP. Cher Show EP. So you really have to be Sean Connery to say this properly. The Cher Show, Miss Moneypenny EP. Okay, let me just take this to the camera. So there's the first side. And again, this is a radio broadcast, folks. And there's the back. There is Cher there, desperately trying to be Toya Wilcox. And okay, so that's that. And we have 3 tracks. But the reason there's 3 tracks is that the first track, although it says Young Americans, is an enormous medley of 6.5 minutes. And it includes the following songs. Bear with me on this. A lot of them are sort of old, easy-going, middle-of-the-road stuff. So, Song Sung Blue. I mean, can you imagine Bowie singing this? 1, The Do Ron Ron. Wedding Bells Blues, Maybe, Maybe Baby. Day Tripper, Blue Moon, Only You and You Alone. Temptation, Ain't No Sunshine, and Young Blood. Okay, so that's the first medley. Flip it over onto to the other side. We've got Fame. Coming out at 3 minutes 26, and Can You Hear Me? Whoops, sorry, at 4 minutes and 13. This was recorded at the CBS studios in Fairfax, Los Angeles, and the date for that, November the 8th, 1975. Recorded, actually broadcast rather, on November the 23rd. What else can I tell you about that? Not a great deal. Okay, so let me just take that out. Again, we've got a white sleeve. And this one is clear. Okay, you can see that. Nice clear. And that's it. And that's the end of this rather informative, I'm sure you'd agree, Grey series on part 1 of David Bowie. Join me for the next, and who knows who will turn up. Could be anyone. Could be part 2 of David Bowie. It could be some other megastar. Until then, anyway, give me some information. I'd love to know from David Bowie fans. No swearing, please. Be polite. This is a family channel. Keep it clean. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye, 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 bye.